Oh, hello Flutter developers. My name is Ayush P. Gupta, and in this video we'll be seeing how to enable some channel specific features in the other channels. Okay, so like you know that there are various features like Mac OS, okay, your Linux desktop, your Windows desktop, which aren't available on all the channels. Okay, even your Flutter web framework isn't available in your stable channel. Okay, so by the time of this making of this video, it's available only in master, dev and beta channel. Okay, and it's not available in the stable channel. Okay, so let's see how to enable this web feature in the stable branch. Okay, so for that you have two ways. Okay, either you can use the two Flutter repos, okay, on your local. Okay, that is, you have two separate directories of two different Flutter channels. That is one of your beta or dev, whichever you are using, and the other is of stable one. Okay, so with that you can also do that, but you have to every time change the environmental variable to give the correct path for the Flutter. Okay, and that I have already mentioned in my previous video. Okay, so in this video we'll be seeing some kind of a hack, if through which we can enable some those features in our uh, stable branch also. Okay, so let's say you are on this stable branch, okay, and you need to access this Flutter web feature. Okay, that is, you want to run your Flutter web version on the stable branch, okay, which is not currently available. Okay, so that is, if you look at these devices, it will not be showing this Chrome web and web developer server. Okay, that is web server. So how to enable those features? Okay, so in this hack, for in this hack you have to first of all open up your Flutter tools repo. Okay, so let's see how to open that. So first of all, click on the, first of all let me close this. Okay, so and if I click on this open an existing studio projects and look for the my Flutter directory. Okay, so my Flutter directory is in the development uh, folder. Okay, so that is, this is my Flutter repo. Okay, now you have to go in, these are the different folders. You have to go into this package. Okay, you have to go then into the Flutter tools. Okay, and simply open this. Okay, so there are two ways: either you can change it from the command, this from the file itself. Okay, or you can just enable open this project in this Android Studio itself. Okay, that will be a more convenient in terms of the this auto completion, etc. Okay, so this is a much more safer way. Okay, so you can see that I have opened this my Flutter repo. Okay, now you have to go into the library. Okay, you have go into the source folder. Okay, and you can see there is a file named features. Okay, which I have already opened. Okay, so if you want to know this path, this is the path. Okay, so development slash Flutter slash packages slash Flutter tools library source and features.dart. Okay, or you can simply just double shift and search for the features.dart file. Okay, so currently it's not giving me because it's might be indexing. Okay, so let me see again. Again it's not showing, so this might be a due to some index features channel setting. You can say this again, it is referencing to the features.dart. Okay, so these are the ways. Now you can see that the Flutter tool itself gets reference for the setting from the channel. Okay, so it's again, you can see this method is returning if you are in the stable, then stable settings are returned. Okay, so if, let's say we have to enable this Flutter web for the stable branch. Okay, so how we will be enabling this? So you can see that this is the setting for the Flutter web. Okay, so for that you can see that there are only three channels that are defined, that is the master, dev and beta. Okay, so there is no stable channel defined. So where we will be getting this stable channel, you can either choose, write it on your own, or you can simply see it's available in the Android embedding, and you can simply copy this stable. Okay, and just paste it in this. Okay, so available, that means by true. Okay, and enable by default. Okay, if you just make this as false, then you have to enable it by Flutter config web. Okay, that is, if you just see this Flutter config. Okay, and you have to write it as enable web. Okay, so if you just do this uh, by enable by default, then you don't have to enable it again. Okay, and you can simply see my Flutter config now returns the configuration of the Flutter configuration on my laptop. Okay, so this is enable web is automatically true. If you enable it by default, set it as false, then you have to manually on it. Okay, so because all are my available, so let me just yes, show you. I have already added this table in the Flutter web. Okay, now uh, if you just run your Flutter tool, this Flutter project again, then again you will not be seeing. Okay, why you will not be seeing? Because the Flutter already uh, has built its tool. Okay, so while the upgrading of the Flutter repo, or by running Flutter upgrade, you can see that there is a console print which is which says that building Flutter tool. Okay, it takes some time. So where that tool actually exists. Okay, so if you just look at it, this exists in the main Flutter repo. Okay, so if you just open it in Flutter, you open the bin. Okay, you open the cache. Okay, so all these this building etc are stored over here. Okay, now you have to delete this Flutter tools dot snapshot. Okay, remember this thing, this is the Flutter tools dot snapshot. Okay, don't do delete other things. Okay, so delete this Flutter tool dot snapshot. Okay, now I have deleted it. So if you just run again any Flutter command, okay, so here I am writing Flutter doctor, you can see it's again saying the Flutter building Flutter tool. Okay, and now if you just make it available, now when this completes, you can and you start your project again, and you can see that in the devices menu both of your options will appear. Okay, even though you are in the stable branch, then also you will see these two. Okay, so this is a very quick hack for uh, running the different platform specific features in the other channels. Okay, that is relatively stable channels. Okay, so in this way you can enable the Flutter web setting uh, uh, for the stable channel. Okay, similarly you can use this like I was in on a Linux desktop. Okay, so currently I am in this video I am using the Mac. Okay, in my other laptop I was having Linux. Okay, and I wanted to try this Linux desktop preview. Okay, but because it's available only in the master, I couldn't do that. So again I copy this dev channel. Okay, and paste it over here so that I can run the Flutter Linux desktop preview on the dev channel also. Okay, so this method and method prevents us to keep the two Flutter versions or two Flutter repos on our laptop. Okay, thereby decreasing the space that is used. Okay, especially on the Mac. Okay, because in my laptop also it's only 80 GB, so I have very specific this space constraints. Okay, so that's why I can't keep my two Flutter repos, so that's why I've discovered this hack. Okay, so you again see that this is running this Flutter build to this Flutter tool building is successful. Okay, and the Flutter commands are running now, and you can, if you just open the project, you will again see this Chrome and web thing. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Thank you very much.